Hey everyone, today we will be going through an automated search term report analysis, which I have created in order to check what search terms are performing really well and what search terms are performing not well. And if any search term is performing really well, then we need to know whether we have targeted that search term in our campaigns or not. So let's move forward and show you the sheet. And before moving forward and showing you the sheet, let me show you the science behind it. And we have this small diagram in which we can see that if we have targeted a keyword named yoga mat, for example, we have a product and the main keyword is yoga mat, and we have targeted that keyword in our exact match type, we receive the search terms like yoga mat. But when we target that exact search term, yoga mat, in our phrase match type or in our broad match type, we receive bunch of search terms. For example, extra thick yoga mat or thick mat for yoga or black yoga mat, black pent yoga mat, bunch of search terms. And in order to see these search terms, are they really working? And if they are working, we have targeted in our campaigns or not. So we need to have an automated sheet, right? And that's the reason I have developed this sheet in order to show you how can we use this sheet and know the things on our fingertips. So before moving towards this sheet, I need you to guys just make a copy of this sheet. And when you make a copy of this sheet, you will have a um, similar sheet. And on this sheet, what you will be going to do is, first of all, you just need five types of term reports. And those reports, you will be getting it from Campaign Manager. I will explain you all the process in downloading that sheet, and you can just download those sheets and copy and paste those sheets inside over here, and it will visualize the data and calculate all the data and show you on a single sheet. So let's move forward. And we got five sheets. We need to have five sheets, and those five sheets are search terms report, sponsor product search term reports, sponsor product targeting report, and sponsored brand search term report, sponsor brand targeting report, and then sponsored display keyword report. And the timeline can be of last 65 days, last 30 days, and it's up to your intention. And before doing it, so make sure that you select the time unit summary. And going forward, we need to have sponsor products, sponsor search terms, selecting last 65 days data. Just download this data. And then sponsor products, targeting, selecting last 65 days data. Download this report. And when you download this report, then we got sponsor brands, search terms. All right. And downloading or selecting last 65 days data. And similarly, in sponsor brand, we do not have the name targeting, but we do have keyword. So we select keyword and download the last 65 days data. Make sure to select summary. All right. And then going into the sponsor display, in sponsor display, we have targeting. We do not have any search terms in here sponsor display. So we just select the targeting and make sure that we download the data up to 30 days, last 65 days data. So when we receive these reports, we just download these reports. And when we download these reports, we can just paste the reports, sponsor product search term tab, and then we got this tab, sponsor product targeting tab, and we will paste that particular report over here. And then sponsor brand search terms, sponsor brand targeting, and sponsor display targeting. In doing this, so you will get somewhat this kind of look in your sheet, where you have sponsor product search terms, sponsor product targeting. You just need to copy and paste the data. And then you got sponsor brand search terms, sponsor brand targeting, sponsor display targeting. It will just take a while, 5 to 10 minutes, to process the data, and it will show you I do not have any sponsor display targeting in this account yet. It's just a new account. And then we have this visualization of data in one sheet. And now what it does, it shows you how can we use this data and how can we use the data in order to see what search terms are performing well and what search terms are not performing well, and see whether we have targeted this search term in our exact sponsor product. But basically, this tab shows you sponsor product data, and whether we have targeted this search term in our exact match type, phrase match type, broad match type, and if it's a product ASIN, which we have received from any auto or something, and then we have whether we have targeted in product or not. And doing this, so you will have all the sales, spend, orders, echoes, clicks, CPC, from this sheet. And you can see that, for example, we have this is a branded system. We have this system Nualgi, and I see that it's doing really well. 3.17 echoes, having good amount of sales, and we have already targeted in our exact phrase and broad. But aside that, if I see that this system Nualgi Ponds is doing really well, but we haven't targeted it in our broad match type. So there is an opportunity to target it and see the results over there. And then we also have these ASINs where we can see whether we have targeted these ASINs or not, if they're performing well, and then we can apply the filters. And in doing so, if we apply the filters, we receive these kind of search terms, and I see that there are a bunch of opportunity which I can target in exact, particularly starting with exact, right? And for example, this one, I have a very good opportunity over here. I can see that Noalgi beneficial bacteria is doing very great with 7.15 echoes, but haven't been targeted in exact. And if, for example, we have this non-branded term, koi pond algae control, and it's almost doing well. And we can see if we can target in exact or not. My criteria is to select orders greater than two or maximum three. Like we get bunch of enough data and reliable data to support, and orders greater than two or three. And now we have this data. And this is a great visualization, and we can almost see if, and particularly one more thing, even if we have targeted a search term in our exact, we can see that in what campaigns we have targeted. This is very useful thing, that this is the campaign we have targeted this search term, and in this campaign we have targeted this phrase search term, and in this campaign we have targeted in broad search terms. So yeah, I think it's a very great way to visualize and see what what you're performing, what your performing systems are targeted or not. And then we have the sponsored brand display data, in which we can apply the filters. And now we can see that we have many opportunities over here also. And we have received many search terms which we can target in our exact match type, phrase and broad. And the one which we have already targeted in phrase and broad, we know that these are the campaigns we have targeted. So yeah, and coming towards sponsored display, we do not have any data over here. But yeah, the purpose of this sponsored display, let me show you a very unique feature of this sheet. And the sheet shows you the data against your own unique search terms or searches. For example, I need to know whether we have targeted these search terms or not, or these keywords or not. And I have received these keywords from Search Query Performance Report or anywhere from client. And I really need to know whether I have targeted these search terms or keywords or queries in our campaigns or not, or exact or phrase or broad. So I will just copy this and paste the data over here, and it will definitely show you, okay, so this is the system which we have targeted in our exact match type, phrase, broad, and it has also been occurred in CST, customer systems. This is for sponsor products. And then in sponsor display, I can easily see that there are many systems which, not many, but there are few systems which have been targeted in this phrase match type, broad match type, and in product. This product might be the ASIN. Yeah, this is the ASIN. And if we have the sponsor display data, it will definitely show you the sponsor display data if we have targeted or not. So it's a great way to visualize the data and see what is working for your search terms and what is not working for your search terms. And if anything is working, whether we have targeted that search term in our campaigns or not. And it's really important in order to scale the account and see and target those data in our campaigns in order to scale the account. It's really important. So that's the reason I use this sheet, and I have already scaled many accounts using this sheet and see what search terms I can target more and more. And in this way, we can really grow the account 2 to 3 times. So definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I will share the link of this sheet. It's free of cost. I will share the link of this sheet under the description. You can get the sheet and make sure just make a copy and use this sheet. So have a great day. Thanks.